Okay, just waiting for the chat to connect. Hopefully we'll be up and running very shortly. So if someone can just let me know that you can hear me okay. And I'll just wait until our connection connects. Wait till I see some people in the chat. And then I'll come around and say hello. We'll do our mic check and everything else. The sky is looking, I'm not going to say it, it's looking epic. The sky is looking good. I'm a little bit excited. So I'll just wait until, if someone's in the chat, just confirm that you can hear me okay. Make sure everything's running okay. Hello, Jack. Welcome. Welcome to a Hervey Bay sunset. See what you're missing out on? Everything sounds good. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Check out the sky. There's turtles swimming around out in front. There's fish jumping. There's birds. It's all happening. G'day, Pete. How are you? All good. I'm in the beer already. I wish I had a beer. I thought, I'm out here on the rocks. I'm not going to drink while I'm on the rocks. So, can see and hear you. Congratulations on 5,000. Yes, yes. Let me come around in front, make sure the audio is working. Let me just spin this around this way so you can see me a little bit clearer. So, hello and welcome. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed. We hit 5,000 today. So very exciting. I'm excited that we hit 5,000. It's been a long time in the making. But yeah, look, it's, I never expected to get anywhere near 5,000. I sort of started the channel just for some friends to show them how to do some tricks in Photoshop. And it kept getting views and I was enjoying doing it. And that's the main reason I'm doing YouTube, because I enjoy doing it. And more importantly, I love doing live streams. Okay, so this isn't pre-recorded. This is live happening right now. And yeah, I reckon we're going to be in for a treat. So let me know what the audio's like. Let me know if that's working fine. I haven't even turned the camera on yet. So what I'll do is I'll run through my entire camera setup. I'm going to put a filter on. I'll show you how I work out what filter we use. I'll work out what composition I'm going to do. And then stick around, because this is going to go off. This is going to be good. So sounds good. G'day, Jason. How are you? Welcome. Zoe and I say congratulations. We'll have a drink for you. Yeah, definitely have a drink for me, because I'm going to have a few when I get home. So say hello to Zoe for me. Or hello, Zoe. I can say it because I'm live. Birdman, how are you? Now you can be monetized and spam us. I am monetized, Birdman, but I won't spam you. Live streams, I turn off ads during live streams. I don't care about the money on live streams. I care about you people. G'day, Ultimate. How are you? Welcome. Hello. Yes, thank you. Thank you. 5,000. And as a little bit of a 5,000 gift, check out the sky. It's doing stuff. I'm excited, if you can't tell. It's looking good. So yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. If I came out here and there was no one to talk to, I'd look like an absolute idiot. So it's nice to have someone here that I can speak to. And yeah, look, it gives me an excuse to go out and do, look at this wave. It gives me an excuse to go out and do photos and share Hervey Bay, because I know we've got a lot of friends down south. We do feel sorry for them, and I feel sorry that we have to show this off. But, that was kind of part of the reason I did the live streams as well, just to show people Hervey Bay and show it off. Now, I'll try not to talk too loud because the waves are quite big. Sky's looking good. I'm going to get set up. Enough talking. I did say I was going to talk a bit. So what we'll do... G'day, Diane. How are you? Good evening. Great work. Thank you very much. Thank you. Look, I enjoy doing what I do. That's the best part about it. I enjoy doing what I do. All right, let's start with the boring stuff. Camera settings. Okay, so Seascapes. When it comes to Seascapes, I want 1/2 second shutter speed. That's my number one priority, 1/2 second shutter speed. So what I do, I get into manual mode, and look at that, I've already got it set to 1/2 second. So I'm changing my shutter speed till I get to 1/2 second. And then, as you can see, everything's way too bright. Okay, I've got my aperture roughly where I want it. I can go up if I have to, but I don't want to. Okay, I want to be shooting it around about f11, f14, go down to f8 if I have to. Okay, so I'm going to set it at f11. My ISO is as low as it'll go. Well, I can go to low, but you'll lose a bit of dynamic range. So what I do is, to work out what filter I need, it's just, I'm going to change my shutter speed, and every time I change my shutter speed by 3 clicks, that's 1 stop. So what I'm going to do is speed up my shutter speed. 1, 2, 3, that's 1 stop. 1, 2, 3, 2 stops. 1, 2, 3, 3 stops. 4, 5, roughly 5 stops I need. I've either got a 3 stop or a 6 stop, so I'm going to go with the 6 stop. And then I can bump up my ISO if I have to. I can take down my aperture if I have to. I roughly need 5 stops to get my half a second shutter speed exposed correctly. So that's sort of how I work out where my shutter speed needs to be. So I'm going to go and grab my 6 stopper, put that on, and then we'll get set up. Where are you? Point Vernon. So behind us, that's the boat ramp. So for people that know Point Vernon, that's the boat ramp there at Gattaca's Bay, the Gattaca's Bay boat ramp. Not the Gables, this is Gattaca's Bay. So boat ramp is in behind those trees. I'll move over there later. Sky's looking good, I need to get set up. And yeah, out on the rocks. So incoming tide. I do like to come out here on an incoming tide because the rocks are nice and dry and they don't get slippery. So that's sort of a big priority for me is safety. I want to be out here on a fairly dry tide. I'm going to spin this around so you can see me setting up. I know the sunset looks nice, but you can look at me. G'day Leslie, how are ya? Welcome Leslie. I will see you tomorrow night. I might see a few of you tomorrow night. I've got a group class planned tomorrow night, and if we get this sky, look out. Okay, the spot I've got planned, we're going to be shooting away from the sun. We will still get the sun if we have to, but ideally we want to shoot away from the sun tomorrow night. I have a plan. So those people that were lucky enough to get in early and book the class, we are going to get some epic shots. So ND64, we'll whack that on. Got to keep my eye on the tide. We haven't got a big tide tonight. It's only going to come in another 0.2, so it'll be another 20 centimetres. So we should be okay. So I've got my ND64, which is 6 stops. We'll leave that on until the sun sets. Look at that sky. It is doing stuff. Lens hood, I like to have the lens hood on just so it sort of cuts out any lens flare coming in from the side. I know a lot of people don't shoot with a lens hood on. I do. Comes with one, so it does stop a little bit of lens flare. It can catch the wind, which can be a little bit annoying. Have a look at this sky. Wow. It is happening already. I need to go and find a composition. Okay, look at the sky. It's doing stuff. All right, so again, we're sort of back to our pano. I'm doing panos. That's what I haven't got a pano here yet. I don't even have a pano of a Seascape. So when I frame it up, basically I'm going to cut out most of my sky and most of my foreground, and I'm going to try and just frame something up as a pano. I will do a stitch if I have to, but stitching's very hard with wave movement. So now what I'm going to do is just keep my eye on the waves and see what they're doing. I want whitewash. I've got to keep an eye on my bag. Okay, I've got to sort of switch on a bit here. So bear with me. I'll try and get you in as close as I can. So now I'm looking for waves, and what I want is waves crashing over rocks. That's number one. That's what I really want. That sky is looking bloody good. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, everything's looking good. Our foreground is very underexposed, but that's okay. So we're going to have to do multiple exposures if we shoot towards the sun, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get my foreground first. I'm going to focus on the rocks as far out as possible. So now all I'm doing is I'm watching waves. I want water movement. I've got a nice rock here. I'm liking the waves over that way. I like the waves over that way actually. I might start with some of this first. Now, how slippery is that? That's fine. So I'm going to use this to frame up my left, this side to frame up my right, and get that whitewash through the middle, coming over that rock. That actually looks pretty good. Now I did, oh God, I missed that one. I did bring my remote trigger. I wish I had it. So let's focus out on that far rock. Let's go to F9. I'm going to just push my histogram as far to the right as possible. There's a good wave. Look at that. That's exactly what I want. I don't like what's happening either side. I'm just going to deal with it for now. There's some nice water coming in. That helped. The waves coming in this side is just framing everything up nicely for me. Here comes a good wave now. I should get my remote trigger out. I really should get the remote trigger out. Okay, nice water movement over here. A little bit of water movement over there. Okay, and now that the waves have disappeared, I'm going to get it as it starts to run out. Just keep firing away, get all that water movement. Have a quick review of my images. You're okay. I need a bigger wave. I need more wave movement. I really do need more wave movement. The ND64 is almost too strong. I want a big wave to crash over that rock. I want a big wave coming in this side. The light over here is really nice. I'm not 100% convinced with what I've got framed up, to tell the truth. I want more rocks. As the tide comes in, it'll start to push over these rocks as well. I want that golden glow on the rocks. You know what? I'm going to stick with it. I'm just going to stick with it for a couple more shots. Let's just push around that way a little bit more. Get that one. Okay, that was some nice movement. We'll get this one as I'm trying to time it so it crashes over that rock up there, because my pano is going to be across the middle. I'll come and check the chat in a minute. Just the light is magnificent at the moment, so I've just got to take advantage of this light while we've got it. I am just doing single exposures at the moment. You know what? I'm going to take a shot with no water movement. Get all that reflection there. Look at that light. That is just really nice. Really nice. All right, I think I've got enough there. I'm not 100% convinced. I want the water crashing over this rock. It will eventually come up, just like that. Once that rock gets nice and wet, it will look even better. Oh, the water is just beautiful. The water is deliciously good. All right, I'm going to start getting ready for this one now. Just get my tripod up a bit higher because I'm going to be in the water. So now I've got this great big circle here. Got waves coming in either side. The water, it's going to act as a little bit of a waterfall right in the middle of it. So that's what I'm looking at now, and it's just a matter of, it's very bright. I'm just going to, oh no, I don't like that at all. No, don't like that at all. Sometimes you just need to frame it up to see what it's doing. I didn't like that at all. Sometimes it's just little adjustments. That's okay, but I've got nothing happening down this side of my frame. Let's get right in there. Sometimes it's a good idea just to get your phone out. Get your phone out and have a bit of a look at it. Like this movement here. All right, let's try this. Don't like that. Just moving around until I see something that I like. And again, trying to work on that pano composition. Not a big fan of that either, to tell the truth. But let's try it. The whitewash can make such a difference. Seeing the whitewash come through the shot makes a big difference. So I've got rocks on either side of my frame. When I was framed there, I had water around either side and I didn't like it. So now, we'll get that as the water starts to run out. And Again, nice little swirl down here running out. It's okay, but it's not fantastic. Just wait for a nice big wave to come in. Check out that sky, that's looking nice. Okay, that's doing stuff. Here comes a good wave. Yeah, that's nice. That I like that. Again, my frame, I've got rocks on either side of my frame and then sort of everything framing up in the middle, so that's not too bad. Some sea stacks would be nice. I like what's happening over there. So I'm just kind of watching the waves to see where I like the movement in the waves. I'm going to check my bag every now and then too. I will come and check the chat. I don't want to miss this light. This is really nice. This is really nice. Got a bit earlier with that one. It's okay. That's okay. Becomes a nice big set now. Yeah, that's a one. Here comes a really good wave, and that'll time so all this whitewash goes out. Yeah. Now I'll get it as the whitewash goes out and this one comes in, so we'll get a bit of both. And I'm just going to keep firing away. Keep firing away as they roll in and out. When you get a big set like that, just keep shooting. Keep shooting, because then eventually the set will stop. And then it'll calm down. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's looking all right. That's looking all right. I don't mind some of them. Been saying that. Let's do better. It's okay. It's not. I'm not looking at it saying wow yet. I'm looking at it saying it's nice. I want wow. I want wow. Not nice. All right. Okay, let me come and check the chat again. G'day Peter, how are you? Welcome. Welcome. Matthew, hello. Thank you. Thank you. You said you were going to pop in. How are you? Your photos are getting really good, mate. I'm really enjoying your photography. It's making me want to come up to Townsville. Get some epic photos up there. So thank you and welcome. So we're doing some seascapes today. The sky's looking really good. I've just got to keep shooting. I'll come and chat soon. I love this light. I love the golds and the blues. Just got to expose. See, I don't like that foreground too much. I don't like that sort of nothingness over there. I think I do need to get in the water. Make sure the tripod's nice and steady. Okay. That's better. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. Get that shot. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Yeah, It's a shame we don't have some sea stacks or a mountain range out the back there. It's the only thing I don't like about this spot is our mid-ground. Our mid-ground is just ocean. So if I get down nice and low, I can kind of get rid of most of the mid-ground. I need a rock on that side. Let's just go this way a little bit. Okay, we're losing. I could almost go down another filter. Let's just see how that looks. It's okay. It's very hard to get a nice composition for a pano here. This spot works really well in portrait style, which I will do some portrait style shots soon. It's not all about panos. That's a nice one. Look at that. By getting down nice and low, you cut out your midground. So it really is all foreground and sky. So I'm just trying to get as close as I can to my foreground, make it about the foreground. That's nice, that's nice. Okay, we'll do a couple more waves and then I'll see if I can find another spot. That's good. Lots of whitewash, lots of colour. So again, I'm just going to keep shooting because we've got a nice set coming in now. I'm just checking my bag. This is the wave of the day. So I'm just shooting away, holding my camera, checking my bag. I love this. This is what I love. And one more as it runs out. Wow, that was... Oh yeah. Yeah, again, nice. I've got to move. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, not going to lie. Look, I don't know until I get home, to tell the truth. They're very nice, put it that way. Okay, let's have a look. Kerry, hello and welcome. Have a look at this Hervey Bay sunset. I'm not going to chat too much because we will lose light very quickly, and then I'll come and have a good chat. And I'll catch up on the chat. I want to make the most of these waves as they're coming in, because check that out. We are right on sunset. I'm just going to quickly run over and move my bag. If you hear a big thud, it's probably me falling over. I won't fall over, I'm walking slowly. Oh, it almost got up to my bag, it did. I've got the telephoto in here too. I did bring my telephoto just in case one of my mates wants to come and visit. There's some ospreys and some kingfishers around here. So I did bring my bag with everything in it. Okay, now I kind of like what's happening over there. I like what's happening in here, so I'll go and frame that up. Matthew, thanks mate, really appreciate it. Likewise for all those shots of yours in Hervey Bay. Need to plan a trip by the... Yeah, we'll both need to do a trip. I'll come up there, you come down here. Pistol Pete, new subscribers, just reached 5,000. But wow, encounter is up to 70,000. Look, I love doing what I do. It's awesome. Starburst, yes, looks fabulous, yes. Very flat down there. It is very flat. You got to sort of get down low. Glad you're getting a wow sky tonight. Thanks, Pete. We'll catch up for a beer soon. I think there might be a few people that would like to see us do another live stream together. That was a fun live stream that we did. We'll we'll organise another... Oh, it's almost time to take this filter off. You know what? I'm going to take this filter off. It's way over in my bag. Oh, I'm going to miss the light. Let me quickly go and change my filter. The 6-stopper is just a bit too much now. Let's do this very quickly. This is where one of those variable NDs would be very handy. Would be very handy to have a variable. But I'm a tight ass and I can't afford one. Not a good one. I do have a variable, to tell the truth, but it was just a cheapo one. I should splash out and get a decent one. If Nissi or someone like that's in here watching, get in touch. I'll promote your filters. I'll tell you how good they are. They'd better be bloody good. Otherwise I'll tell them that they're shite. Alright. Water's getting deep here. It's not slippery though, that's a good thing. It's not slippery. Just gotta watch out for stonefish. I'm not too worried about crocs out here, so that's a bonus. Okay, ISO back down to 100. Take these glasses off. Okay, we're just going to focus out there. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks okay. Sun's diffused. Look, let's quickly do a starburst while it's on the horizon. I don't like what I've got framed up, but let's do it. Because we will miss that starburst. I really don't like what I've got framed up. Let me see if I can frame up something a bit better for our starburst. That's better. That's actually not too bad. Oh, let's go a bit further. That looks even betterer. That looks even betterer. So I'm shooting at f16 to get my starburst. While the sun's right on the horizon like that, shooting at sort of f14 up to f22. Oh, that would have been a good wave. Let me just get down to half a second. Let's get some wave movement. That's nice. We've just lost the sun. So starburst is gone. So I'm going to go back down to f11ish. ISO back down to 100. Look at that sky. I'm not completely convinced on what I've got framed up here, but look, we have a leading line. If all else fails, a leading line running out sort of towards the sun. Got some rocks on the right hand side, got some rocks on the left, got some nice waves crashing. So for those that have booked a session tomorrow night, I won't have you standing in water like this, so don't panic. We're going to a fairly safe spot. But if you want to get the shot, oh, what was that on my leg? Seaweed. Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow. Wow, that's really nice. I don't like the channel markers in my shot, but that's really nice. I'm not going to clone them out. They're there. That's really nice. I'm going to stay here. I've got a couple of shots that, look, these rocks here and that rock there is just, it's doing okay. If I just put that out of the frame a bit, let me try with that out of my frame. I've got that beautiful golden blue, which I love. I love gold on one side, blue on the other side. Sky's looking good, and I haven't even got to my go-to spot yet. We'll go up there soon. So if people did come in just to have a chat and say hello, oh wow, look at that. That's what I want tomorrow night. I'm sorry I'm not chatting. I sort of didn't expect the sky to do this. I was expecting to be not a typical Hervey Bay sunset, so I could come and chat to everyone. But no, I'm taking photos. Have a look at that. Oh, how good is this? I hope everyone's enjoying it as much as I am. This is really nice. There's pinks and blues, and I just want another big set to roll through while that colour's there. I'm scared to move composition. I'm not 100% convinced it's what I want, but it's nice. It's nice. I don't want to hunt around while the light's like this. The tide sort of came in where I wanted to be. So I'm not moving. They look okay. I like everything that's happening. Like I said, it's not fantastic, but it's nice. So getting the waves as they wash in. When I get that big wave with lots of whitewash, I'll get it as it runs out. You need to have lots of whitewash to run out. And it kind of just, because it's so deep, the whitewash just fizzles. The sky over, that's what we want tomorrow night, that sky. It's, I'm excited for tomorrow night. I do love this spot though. This is one of my go-to spots. Come on, waves, where are you? I reckon I'm just going to keep shooting while I'm waiting. I just want one more big set to come through while all that colour's up there. Or is it telling me to move? The sky's telling me to move. It is. Let's move then. You don't want me out down there. Oh, actually, that's got some potential, to tell the truth. God, slippery rocks. It's one thing I don't like about this spot, trying to get your tripod. Now, I've got to remember that I'm doing a pano. So because I'm doing a pano, I noticed that the foreground looked really nice. But if I crop it into a pano, I'm going to miss that foreground. So I've just sort of gone back a bit. I wasn't even shooting at 17mm either. Let's get out to 17mm. 14mm, sorry. I was shooting at 17. Because I did zoom in just to sort of crop that water before. That's looking okay. Let me get back down to that half a second exposure. Sky's completely blown out because I'm shooting into that. Now I'm going to have to do multiple exposures. So I'm just going to keep firing off some for my foreground while these waves are there. Because foreground, we're getting to that time of night where the balance is all out. The sky's very bright, foreground's very dark. So I'm going to fire off a few shots for my foreground. And then quickly speed up my shutter speed. And go click on the sky. Oh wow. I don't like this knobby rock in front of me. What do we like over here? Just shoot. Oh, actually, that whitewash made everything look really nice. Well, put it this way, the sky's going to be epic. I know the sky's good, so now I've really got to nail my foreground. If I can nail my foreground, that's nice. That's nice. Again, let's just come back a bit, see if we can pano it up. Let's focus out. Oh, there's a good wave. There's a good wave. Not a great wave, but a good wave. Check out that sky. Welcome to Hervey Bay. Welcome to Hervey Bay. Let me show you a bit more sky. Look at that. We'll come back to the chat very soon. That's kind of what I've got framed up. These rocks through the middle, the waves sort of rolling over the top of them. And yet another typical epic Hervey Bay sky. So this is why I have 5,000 subscribers. Because look what I can bring. Look what I bring to the table. I bring epicness. Every time I live, for those that are new to my live streams, this happens every time I live stream. So you should subscribe. And you should have notifications on, and smash that like button, share it with all your friends, because every time I live stream this happens, and I'm not even joking. And I can also tell you right now, I am the world's best photographer in Hervey Bay right at this very minute in this spot, or maybe Point Vernon. Matt Barros is probably out here showing me up somewhere. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Yeah, there'll be a few people out tonight. I might have a bit of competition tonight. Look at that wave. Look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm taking lots of shots tonight. This is when I tell people don't go home with 20 shots exactly the same. When you're dealing with waves, every shot's different. So take lots of shots. especially when the sky does this. If the sky's going off, go home with 300-400 photos. So then you got more to choose from, and it's all about all of this. This here is what makes the shot. All that whitewash. Wow. I might have to go and visit my other trees. We'll go to that at Blue Hour. I don't want to move while that colour's there. We're sort of the other spot that I'm thinking of, we're going to have a bit more of the right-hand side. There's not a lot of colour up there yet. So I'm staying here. I'm staying here. And I'm just trying to get that perfect wave, the perfect flow. Still got that light shining. Trying to get waves coming over these rocks, waves going over those rocks. And ideally, one rushing out would be ideal. So, wow. We're going to lose the colour soon. How are we looking for exposure? We're slightly underexposed, which I don't mind too much. That's nice, that's nice. Yeah, we got, oh wow, that's nice. Wow. Those channel markers, I might have to clone them out. I said I'd never clone things out. Nah, look, I'm not going to clone them out. They're in the shot. Simple. Okay, now we're really losing light in our foreground. Foreground's getting very dark. So this is where it really does pay to know your camera. Get to know your camera so you know how far you can push your shadows without making them too noisy. If you have to push your shadows by more than 2 stops, do multiple exposures. That's what I do. Last of the colour, so we can come and have a chat. We're going to have a chat now. With, wow, that was really good. That was really good. All right, let's that was good. I really did enjoy that. Let's go and find some high ground, because we will lose colour, and then we'll move to our other spot for Blue Hour. Now I'm walking through water here, so hopefully. All right, we're back on the dry rocks. We're back on the dry rocks. Okay, so yeah, getting to that time of night, we are going to lose our colour. So now, Blue Hour. So, hope everybody enjoyed that. I'm just going to take my filter off. I'll show you some of the shots that we got. I'll take my filter off. I may put it back on later to do some super long exposures. Because actually, you know what? I will leave it on because the spot we're going to does work well with nice long exposures. I don't know if we're going to get wave movement over there. Let's leave it on. Let's leave it on. We'll move over there. We'll settle in. I'll quickly show you some of the shots first, because I know that's why a lot of people are here to see my shots. I'll spin the camera back around this way. So look at the sky now, okay? But Blue Hour is going to be really good. I love this sort of a sky at a Blue Hour. Now, let me quickly check the chat and see what I missed. Let me go back a little bit. If I miss any comments or I miss any people, please just put another comment. Say hello. I do miss things. I failed English at school. I never learnt to read. No, I can read some words. Okay, don't stop the stream. What am I doing? I'm just trying to go back. Starburst, yes, that's about where we left off. Starburst, glad you're getting a wow sky tonight. Thanks, Pete. It was a wow sky. Sun goes down quick. It does go down very quick. It does go down very quick. There's that red ball. The fireball. Seems to me you can't get a composition you want till that light is just right, but it'll be gone before you know it. Exactly, and that happens a lot. Like, especially when you're working with seascapes, you will find a composition that works, and then all of a sudden the tide will come in and wash away the composition you've got. Especially here in Hervey Bay, like we do have fairly big tides, so the tides move quite quickly. And no sooner do you have something lined up, all of a sudden the tide sort of covers where you were. So you do have to work quickly here and keep changing composition. And sometimes you're not going to find the composition you want when the tides are moving so much. So you just got to sort of frame up the best you possibly can and hope it's good enough. And when the sky does that, it doesn't matter. Kerry, loving the sky colours. How good was that sky? Need a sunrise shoot soon. Yes, we do. We do. I did a sunrise session this morning, I did. And we didn't have a sunrise. It was grey, it was overcast. But we got some nice dark, moody shots out of it. Click away. Yeah, I was clicking. That reflection in the water is a thing I've been wanting to experiment with. Yeah, look, I'll bring you out here one day, Pete. You'll love it out here. It's one of those places I don't like to bring many people because it's a long walk across rocks, and there's lots of puddles that it can be slippery. It's not the safest place in the world. But if you're keen to come out here, let me know, and I can bring you out here. You just got to pick your tides and everything. Let me just have a look. You worry me every time with those wet, slippery surfaces. Yeah, look, it is a worry. That's the facts. It is a worry. I do wear Crocs. Crocs have good grip on them, so I highly recommend Crocs for walking on rocks. Crocs and rocks, they just do things. But yeah, as soon as you step on some mud, yeah, I nearly lost it this morning. Actually, I had a bit of a slip. The clouds, yeah. How good was that sky, Leslie? That was really good. Diane, I wish I was there. Colours and light are beautiful. It was good. Take us for a walk. Good idea. Let me show you some photos first. Let me show you some photos. So there's the last shot. Oh, what have I done? I've pressed buttons. The back of the phone just doesn't pick them up that well. But yeah, lots of water movements. As you can see, it's the same composition, but just by taking lots of shots over the water, you get lots of different patterns. Okay, now I kind of moved around. So lots of shots. Yeah, the phone sort of doesn't do it justice when I'm sort of showing the back of the camera. But look at that light. And sort of every now and then I'll get a shot with no whitewash, then I'll get some with whitewash. Just sort of move it. See, that one will pano up nice. That one will pano up nice. So will that. That one's really nice. The back of the phone doesn't do that justice. Oh look, they're all good. I'm very happy. Let's go to Plan B, because we're getting close to Blue Hour, so I want to get over there. Let's get set up for Blue Hour, and we'll chat when we get there. I'll just chuck my backpack on. So yes, thank you everyone who joins in and leaves a comment, leave a like. The likes apparently do help, especially on live streams. Apparently likes on a live stream help push it out to other people. Jason, on TV it looks quite light there. Yeah, look, it's the phone does a pretty good job in the low light. So look, there's still plenty of light. It's not like I can't see anything at the moment. There is plenty of light around. Now the fun part, walking across these rocks. Bear with me, the camera might get a bit glitchy as we walk. Blue Hour is going to be nice. We'll get some nice side light at this spot, which is what I'm hoping for tomorrow night. That's the sky I want for tomorrow night, because we'll kind of be shooting that way. We're going to be aiming for some nice side light and seascapes. Then we can do it all in one exposure. We don't have to worry too much about exposure blending or in, what are they called, graduated filters. And yeah, the spot that I've got lined up is quite nice. Now, this tripod just feels a bit loose. Let me just tighten everything up. So yeah, as you can see, it is a bit of a sketchy walk. But if you're game to come out here, let me know. I'd highly recommend a pair of Crocs. I've gone through lots of different shoes over the years. Bare feet is my preferred choice. But yeah, it hurts your feet after a while. Oh look, there's a mud crab down there. I don't know if you can see him. He's arcing up at me. Alright. Oh, nearly went. That was nature paying me back for bloody poking at him. Leave him alone, let him go about his business. I see, that's every now and then you just see the slippery spots where the mud just sits. You get a few little shiny spots where the mud sits on the rocks, and it is very easy to go arse over. And try and walk on the dry rocks. Okay, now the tide isn't exactly how I want it for this next spot. I do prefer a slightly higher tide, which is what we'll get tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we've got a slightly bigger tide. So high tide will be around about now tomorrow night, where we'll be, I think high tide was right on sunset tonight, so it'll be on its way out, which should give us some nice shiny rocks. So I think a lot of you will recognise this spot. This is one of my go-to spots. And just a heads up, next weekend's my birthday. So I might do another little meet-up. We might do a bit of a party meet-up. Everyone can buy me some presents. No, I'm only kidding, I shouldn't say that. I don't want presents. Don't bring anything. Just bring yourselves. So, oh shit, that was slippery. Okay, yeah, tide's a lot lower than I wanted for this spot, but it's a nice spot. I don't know how it's going to work with a pano with the tide this low. Alright, let me just get everything set up. My arms are killing me. Look at that for a composition already. How good is that? Fingers crossed we get some colour tomorrow night. Yes, hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. Matthew, great shots. Can't wait to see the final images. Me too. They should come up all right. They should come up all right. We went born with the Crocs. Oh, that just moved. We went born with Crocs on. We weren't born... See, I told you, my English isn't great. We weren't born with Crocs on. No, we weren't. I was born in bare feet. I do like my bare feet, but yeah, the bloody rocks. Yeah, it is a bit sketchy. Would you like a cake? No, Kerry, bring lots. No, don't. Yes, please. I'll be in touch. I'll send out a little message. Oh, look, I don't even know what I'm doing for my birthday, to tell the truth. I was born on Australia Day, everybody. My birthday is Australia Day, so you can all have a holiday. Except for Kath, she has to work. Some people will have to work. Alright, let's yeah, we might organise a sunset so then Kath can come along, because I think she's on an early shift. Pistol Pete, you have to try Kerry's cakes. They are amazing. They are really good. You got to join the Discord, Pete. The Discord's kind of where I put a lot of things. I will open the Discord up to everyone eventually. But that's where I sort of put a few of my little meetups and things in there. So we'll start a new Discord. That's a plan for this year. Discord is good. Unlike Facebook. Yeah, look at that. Now, what I do like about this spot is I can hide those channel markers behind the tree, so then I don't have to clone them out. So if we get the right angle, we can literally hide those channel markers behind the tree. That's another reason I like this spot. I don't have to edit. Everything in my shot is in my shot, how it should be. Yeah, if you have to resort to cloning things out of your shot, change the way you shoot. I know sometimes you can't get everything out of your shot. Sometimes things are just in your shot and there's nothing you can do about it. With a spot like this, I can line it up so I can get those channel markers behind. And what I do is I zoom in. So I've zoomed in, I can still see that channel marker just. So all I'm going to do is move a little bit this way. Make sure my tripod's nice and steady. And I'm zoomed into 100% on the channel marker, and they are hidden behind the tree here. So I've still got my filter on. So we are at a 20-second exposure. I'm going to focus on that tree. F9, let's go up to F11, 25 seconds, F11. And welcome to Blue Hour. I almost packed the fishing rod tonight. What a night. What a night. So this spot works well with a long expo. When the tide's bigger, you get some nice waves sort of wrapping around the corner. Because we don't have the super big tide, a nice long exposure will just smooth out that water really nicely. Smooth it out really nicely. Yeah, that's good. That is, I'm going to do multiple exposures to tell the truth because I've still got that filter on. We're going to lose light quickly, so I'm going to expose for my foreground. The sky is still a bit bright. How does it look on the back of the phone? Oh, the water is so nice. The water is so nice. Oh, look at that, it does look nice. Camera cake, yes, yes. Love the tree right now. Yeah, this, like, I love that side light. Like in winter, the sun sets sort of straight out here in winter. I love this time of year where you get the side light on the tree. I do like it, I've got a few shots with a nice starburst. But yeah. Okay, just let me know your favourite flavour. Yes, all of them. All of the above, please. Looks good. Kath, thanks. What's Kath thanksing about? Are you sending Kath some cake, Kerry? I can't see that message, but yes, thanks. Yeah, look at that. That's basically what I've got framed up now, but I've got that little channel marker hidden behind the tree. So this spot, it's just easy. You've got leading lines in this way, you've got leading lines in this way. They all lead to the tree, and then you get this nice golden glow out the side. This spot is just easy. Very, very easy and very nice. Now, let me just check that last one. I might have to take my filter off. Oh, so you get the golden glow on these rocks as well. That looks really, really nice. I'm going to take the filter off. I've got 30-second exposures. I don't want to bump up my ISO. So there's still plenty of light in the sky, so I don't need to worry about my exposures being too fast. This spot does work well. Having a nice long exposure will it will make the water a lot more reflective. It'll smooth out the water and just make it look nicer. I find that to get a nice reflection, you either want a fast shutter speed or a super slow. If it's in between, if it's sort of that, between 1 second and 5 seconds, it just goes mushy. So for a nice reflection, either super fast or super slow will give you a really nice reflection. Polarizers, I'm going to play around with the polarizer one day. I bought a polarizer, I have not even put it on the camera yet. I haven't used polarizers for a long time, to tell the truth. I used to use them all the time. Okay, so now I'm doing a 30-second exposure for my foreground. Just going to refocus on that tree again. Yeah, some really nice side light on this rock. Yeah, polarizers are, they're really good for cutting the glare off the water. So they can be good out in the rock pools, but I prefer that wave. I like my waves, and I find that if I've got a polarizer on, you lose that whitewash. It sort of cuts the glare out a bit. I kind of like that glare sometimes. It adds a reflection. So polarizer will get rid of the reflections altogether. It'll let you see into the water. which can be really cool. I need to do more of it. I do need to do more of it. We'll get there. Okay, let's just have a quick review of that. Oh, wow. That's really nice. Then do another one. Sky's got colour. What an epic session. Hopefully it's like this tomorrow night. If it's like this tomorrow night, it's going to be really good. Because we will still get the point. If we get sort of out far enough, we'll get sort of this point with the Point Vernon, and then we'll get all the nice blues. There's still blues and oranges up this side as well. So the long exposures will bring out everything in that sky. I'm excited for tomorrow night. Let's just hope we get this. Or better. Does it get better? Does it get better? Of course it does. It's Hervey Bay. Okay, so now I'm just underexposing for my sky. Oh, here they come. Here come the midges. Bring spray tomorrow night too, those that have booked in. I'll send out another little reminder. But yeah, spray, you'll need spray. I was around there this morning. I had a one-on-one this morning, and the sandflies were pretty nasty. Wow, look at that. That is really nice. This spot just works. Okay, I'm going to try and include a bit more rock. So let me come back a little without tripping over. I just want this rock here in my shot before we completely lose that light. I don't really like the rocks to the left, the right. Okay, I'll give it a couple more shots and I'll come and have a chat and we'll sort of start to wind it up. But let me just show you that sky. Look at that sky. Look at that Hervey Bay blue hour. And be jealous. Okay, so now I'm sort of planning my pano. So I'm going to include even more sky. I'm going to refocus. We're getting to that time of night where I'm going to manually focus on that tree. There's a little bit of wind. It's moving a little bit, but it is what it is. It's not super windy. It's pretty calm. I'm not going to light paint. I think light painting was a thing that they didn't approve of, I think the photos did have to be very natural. So I don't think light painting is allowed in the Pano Awards. And now I'm going to expose for my foreground. I should get down and wet those rocks actually. I can see them dry. I don't like dry rocks. I want them wet so they catch the light. Have a look at it. Have a look at it. There's these nice little orange clouds just... So this is where I'm really taking note of the sky. So this is where, you know, sometimes you get home and your white balance might be a bit off or your photo just doesn't look right. So I'm really taking note. We've got that really nice orange low cloud. We've got some purple starting to creep in sort of where the blue sky is. And of course that orange and the blue. So I'm just sort of taking note of what I'm seeing. So when it comes time to get home and develop the photos, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I see with my eyes, not what the phone picks up, not what the camera picks up, but remember how I'm seeing it. Lots of orange, I'm seeing lots of orange, lots of blue. It's really nice. And those channel markers are still hidden behind the tree, which is good. So thank you again. Thank you to everyone who has joined the journey with me. It's been not even 18 months since my very first live stream. And it was about the same time that I sort of got serious with YouTube and thought, you know what, let's give YouTube a crack. And I've really enjoyed it. I have really enjoyed YouTube because I get to do stuff like this. Like before YouTube, I spent a lot of time fishing. I spent a lot of time fishing, so this gives me an excuse to start taking photos again. And it's a good excuse to get out and take photos. I do miss my fishing, but You know, there's plenty of time for fishing. Where did I put my lens hood? So yeah, thank you to everyone who has joined the journey, basically. Where did I put my lens hood? I've lost my lens hood. There it is. It's in my bag where I left it. Yeah, I've got shots. I've got lots of shots to choose from. There's still colour there, but I don't want to use it all up tonight. We'll save some for tomorrow night. We'll save a bit of that colour for tomorrow night. So yes, thank you everyone. Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting most of you. Most of the people in the chat I have met, which is really good. So thank you again. And look, if you want any requests, if there's anything in particular you want to see, just leave a comment, send me a message, and I'll see what I can do. I know Ultimate wants a poster, and I'm keen to do a poster. We'll do a poster soon. Love polarizer effect, getting that detail in the water. Yeah, polarizer, I do need to start using them again, and I will shortly. Just love the colours and the textures. It is really nice. It is, yeah, like even now we are starting to lose the light, but this spot is just good. Rocks, water, sky, tree, sort of, it's a bit of everything. It's, yeah. All right, well, I am going to wind it up. I'm going to go home and have a drink, and then I will see some of you tomorrow night, and the rest of you, stay tuned. I'm going to plan to do more live streams, because nights like this make it all worthwhile. Really, really enjoyable night. So thank you all, and I will see you shortly. I'll be in touch. All right, good night.